Let's talk about using ledgers to research and resolve balances in various accounts. Ledgers are an excellent tool because they allow you to drill down to original transactions. We're going to talk about three ledgers here. The first is the customer ledger. Let's come under Reports and go to Accounts Receivable. Here, let's look at a customer ledger for one of our customers, Coleman Realty. Coleman Realty called us because they received their statement, and their statement showed they owe us $241, and they don't know what makes up this balance. So we can quickly see what makes up the balance by pulling up their customer ledger. Let's click on Preview, and we like to change this to All so we can see all activity. Let's pull in Coleman Realty in both the From and the To column and click OK. Here we can see, yes, their balance is $241.49. We can now begin going line by line with our customer while we're on the phone with them to make sure they've received all these invoices. We can double click on this first one, discuss this one, which they have paid in full. Close it, return to the ledger, double click on the next one, and talk with them about this one, which is unpaid. Here. This ledger will enable us to work through the customer's account with them and help the customer become comfortable with the balance of $241.49. Next, let's look at accounts payable. Accounts payable, we have a vendor ledger. Let's talk about a similar situation. Let's say that we received a statement from one of our suppliers, Southern Garden Wholesale, and we want to compare the statement with what we reflect in the vendor ledger. So let's do the same thing, change our date range to All, and let's pull in Southern Garden Wholesale in both the From and the To column. And let's click OK. Here we can see all of our history. We have a beginning balance here, 1103, 1150. We've made a couple of payments. Let's look at this payment. This may be one payment here. Yes. For $250.54. And we've made 3 purchases this year. Our balance, $1440.75. Finally, let's look at the third ledger, the general ledger. Let's say that we're reconciling our revenue account and we need to look at it in more detail. Come here and let's preview the revenue account. Now we're not going to change the date range because we want to look at the detail for the month of March. Let's go to our sales account, 40,000. Click OK. And let's see what makes up our sales for the month of March. We have a sales journal, SJ, and 2 cash receipts journals. We can drill down on each one of these to see the original transaction. Let's look at the sales journal. We had a beginning balance of $3,075.95 here. And now we have an ending balance of 8,250. If we need to go back further, we can easily come here and click on the Options button and scroll back to February 1st. Click OK, and we can see that we did not have any activity in February. Let's go back an additional month. We had 2 transactions in January that gave us our balance of 3,075, and then another 3 transactions in March. Use the ledgers. The ledgers are excellent tools for researching balances in both vendors, customers, and general ledger accounts.